You all know I am not a fan of whatever in God's name that thing was that Kevin Smith was doing to He-Man. That was not He-Man in any way, shape, or form. Boldfacedly lied about it. Full seasons, I think it was Revelations or Revolutions. I can't remember which one it was. Where it was supposed to be He-Man, and then He-Man died and it became Tila's wild lesbian romp across Eternia. With Butch Tila and her girlfriend Andra up and down the place. It followed up with those first 5 episodes. The next 5 episodes followed up with Evelyn becoming muscle woman extraordinaire. You understand me? Because we were supposed to care about that. Then it had another it followed up after that, and people were saying, yeah, it was actually better. And I called, no, it was still crap. It was still crap. I'm not a fan of it at all. I don't know what it is you were trying to do there. You understand me? Apart from the animation looking good, the entire thing was just nonsense. Absolute, utter garbage. But it might very well turn out that as bad as that was, it was probably better than the live action He-Man that they're going to do. Because why not? Diving into this article here from Cosmic Book News. He-Man movie songs worse than Kevin Smith's Netflix series. Well, that fills me with so much joy. Like, I just feel so happy knowing that. That just really makes me feel good. Let's go. Well, folks, if you thought Kevin Smith did us dirty with his Netflix series, because he did, things get a lot worse with the live-action He-Man Masters of the Universe movie from Amazon Studios. The same studios behind Rings of Power and upcoming live-action reimagined Voltron film. God, I tell you. It's also the same studio that the owner of James Bond recently said are effing idiots. Well, when you're right, let's just take up when you're right, you're right. We actually might have had it good under Smith and didn't know it. Yeah, this is getting worse as I read. Yep, Kevin Smith lied, He-Man died, and we all cried. Now we are going to cry harder because He-Man is getting buried even deeper. Yeah, actually, the more I read this, the worse it just songs, honestly. So let's see what it is. According to Scooper Daniel R.P.K., the He-Man movie will feature Adam as a guy in the real world who is working a boring office job. I done. Goodbye. Okay, obviously I can't leave because it would be very insulting to all of you if I just left. So I'm gonna have to just soldier on through this. Just pray for me to hang in there, people. The scooper adds that the whole He-Man and the Masters of the Universe story are tales he heard as a little kid. It said Adam goes on a journey of self-discovery rather than just another spectacle of battles and magic. Oh my God. Ah, boy. A previous plot description the trades have stopped reporting on tells us the rest of the story. 10-year-old Prince Adam, who crashed to Earth in his spaceship and was separated from his magical power sword, the only link to his home on Eternia. After tracking it down almost 2 decades later, Prince Adam is whisked back across space to defend his home planet against the evil forces of Skeletor. But to defeat such a powerful villain, Prince Adam will first need to uncover the mysteries of his past and become He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Now let me explain why all of that sounds stupid. Let me try to make all of that sound stupid. Because that whole 10-year-old Prince Adam crashed on Earth in a spaceship and was separated from his magical power sword. Sounds vaguely familiar to that same Netflix 3D bastardized version of He-Man that they did that was absolutely crap when they race swapped Tila. And it was just ridiculous because the whole thing about it is that Skeletor, still Keldor, tried to literally gain power from the sorceress by threatening to murder a 10-year-old child in front of her if she didn't give him power. And then said 10-year-old child gets power sword and defeats this grown-ass man who apparently was unable to stop him. So it sounds vaguely familiar to that because you're going to tell me he crashed to Earth in a spaceship. There's going to be some nonsense about how they had to send him away to save all kind of thing, trying to rip off Superman as usual with some crap. And then, he just turned into this boring office job guy and the tales of He-Man and things, what he heard as a child. And then after tracking down, he sort of almost 2 years, almost 2 decades later, so he's like 30 now. Understand me? He finally fight that. Then he has to. Then once he gets his power, so that apparently is so powerful, it's been hidden away somewhere that we need to pick up. Once he picks it up, he gets whisked back across to Eternia, and he has to unlock the secret of his power to become He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Why they keep trying to do this? They really did a He-Man movie some years ago with Dolph Lundgren, and they had it on Earth, and it was nonsense. It was really, really nonsense. Just stick to Eternia. That's it. You have a story that you can tell with He-Man. You have that story, you could tell it, but no, you won't want to mess with what you didn't make. The rumored plot is so bad I can't help but shake my head. When that plot first dropped, I actually sent Amazon Studios an email telling them how much of a bad idea it is and that their Masters of the Universe flick will massively flop. This is what the writer of this article is saying, and he's quite right. It's quite right. Whoever thought of the plot and whoever thought of greenlighting this garbage is absolutely clueless. How do these clowns even get these kind of jobs? I've been wondering, and I think I think in my mind it's come down to three possibilities. One, nepotism. Two, who you know. And three, raging that whole DEI thing. That's it. I think a lot of these people have been hired mainly because of who they know and what diversity quota they could look to exploit. Because it makes absolutely no sense. The same thing like when it is they wanted to do a Conan the Barbarian series for Amazon. It was set to be set in the Hyperion age, all kind of thing, and I had everything that would have made Conan really good. And then some lunatic shows up there who getting put out or something, and she was going about her own toxic masculinity, all kind of crap, and they scrapped it up and went with rings of power. We could all see how well that worked out. Yeah. No way they spent $1 billion on that. I'm telling you, they embezzled $999 million. Travis Knight of Bumblebee is directing, and I have to question, dude, what the F are you doing? Ditto for Chris Butler, who's writing the script. I've been a fan of He-Man since I was a kid. You know, a letter I wrote as a He-Man who printed and thing. Yeah, they're always doing this nonsense. They're always doing this nonsense. But if you just thought that, this is bad and this is just thing about it and this is just rumors and they say that and stuff like that. Apparently the guy who's starring as He-Man came out and said like, yeah, it's gonna be very different. Into that He-Man movie quite different, says Nicholas Galincina. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I'll just go and say Nicholas. Nicholas may have just confirmed those descriptions and rumors about the upcoming live-action He-Man Masters of the Universe movie. While recently speaking with The Hollywood Reporter, the 30-year-old actor was asked how the beloved animated series compares to his movie. This is what he had to say. Look, what I will say is our version is quite different from the original animation, which we all agree was camp within its own right and worked so well for the time. But there's been a couple of iterations, obviously, since there was the revelation, or Jesus Christ revelation. Oh God, the minute they mention revelation, you know exactly where it's going. Version of Masters of the Universe and the comics themselves. And we're very much treating our script as Bible, but it's kind of amazing to hear what this show meant to a lot of people. It was really formative for other people, so it's exciting to do something that will have a nostalgia element as well as hopefully attract a bunch of new fans. Not when you're putting out terms like Revelation along with He-Man, that's not going to work. Regarding the description, it has been claimed the He-Man movie is set on Earth, which has nothing to do with the Masters of the Universe, which is set on Eternia. The 1987 Masters of the Universe movie was also set on Earth and is complete garbage. Yes, it is. We can guess the reason they are having the film set on Earth is to save money on the budget. Yeah, but I mean, if you want to save money on the budget is one thing, right? It's one thing you want to save money on the budget. But you could do it. It's not, like, you don't have to spend millions of dollars on these things to do it, but you could create some really good, fantastical looking worlds like Eternia and good. Well, again, you spent supposedly $1 billion on Rings of Power, and that looked terrible. Honestly, most of the landscape, I mean, you could tell with this computer generated. It's trying to tell me you can't do it with some of this stuff. Come on, Nama. Are you really ridiculously doing this thing, boy? Are you out to ruin this He-Man movie because you cannot stop this crap? Everybody wants to go out there and turn these things into what they want it to be, not what it actually should be. And this is the problem. People want to be entertained. They don't want you beating them over the head with your so-called DEI nonsense. So stop doing it. Nobody asked for this. Nobody came up to you and said, "Yes, could you please do this? This is what I want." No. You're ruining the freaking thing, man. So when it comes to the fact that, what Kevin Smith did with that Netflix series was horrible, might actually be better than the crap you're going to do, that's when you know you're really screwed up. That is when you know you have really screwed up. And this is what is wrong with it, because Hollywood is out there willing and able and want to ruin everything, piss off and then act like they're surprised when you don't immediately love it. This is sounding like such tatter. It's not even funny. Honestly, such tatter. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like it, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.